Good morning. So it's Monday morning. It's a week after Everest and the culmination of my 10 Summits charity challenge. And this morning I've come out to Font del Moli, and I'm just going to walk, which is all part of the recovery. So I'm going to walk maybe 10 kilometres to Col de Pouet, so around the back of Huis Campana, and then come back down. It's about 5k from Col de Pouet, Font del Moli to Col de Pouet is about 5 kilometres, and you climb about 500 metres. So normally this is one of my training runs, but this morning just gonna have a little leisurely walk, he said, out of breath. It's warm today. I say that like I'm surprised. Obviously I live in Spain. We're in Spain. It's June. It's going to be warm. And whilst I was doing the 10 Summits Charity Challenge, the heat was probably the one thing that I really struggled with, but particularly Everest and Aconcagua. It was brutal, to be honest with you. Really, really, really difficult. Temperatures of around 31, 32 degrees. The Sunday of Aconcagua was 35 degrees. Luckily I didn't have much to do on the Sunday morning, but nevertheless it was still super hot. So I've done a kilometre from the car park, and that's 125 metres of elevation. So pretty steep, good for the legs, good for the lungs, and when you see this view you'll understand why it's good for the soul. You know, mira, look at that. Look at that view. So we're heading this way. Yeah, so 10 Summits Charity Challenge. I decided to do it because I was, I guess, lacking motivation. Races were being cancelled all across the world, not just here in Spain, because of COVID. And I just felt myself kind of questioning why I was running. No, I run because I love it. I love the mountains, but I do like to have a purpose or something to aim for. And without races, kind of lost that aspect of running. So I decided to create a little challenge, and the 10 Summits was born. And then we decided that it would be great to do it for charity, and we chose Centro Doblemo, which is an occupational centre in Benidorm. Whew, it's hot. So it consisted of 3 summits in Spain, which were Aitana, which is here, the summit with the dome. You might be able to see that. That's the highest summit in Valencia. No, sorry, mistake. Highest summit in Alicante. Alto. Wait, madre mia. Careful of your footing, Dave. A rock just jumped out on me there. Not paying attention. Alto de las Barajas, which is the highest mountain in Valencia, the region of Valencia, and then Teide, which is the highest mountain in Spain. And then we did the 7 summits, so the 7 highest summits on the 7 continents. I think everything after Teide was pretty challenging. 1 second, I just want to show you Puig Campana. So that's Puig Campana behind me. Some incredible climbing on Puig Campana, and there is Sierra Orchetta there directly in front of you, and there is just so much trail running here. It's incredible. It really is incredible. Most of it, a very high percentage of it, on kind of technical trails, single tracks, rocky passes, steps. So you know, it's really challenging. Coming from South Wales and kind of growing up on the Brecon Beacons, this is completely different. Described by a friend of mine who's a very good mountain runner, world-class mountain runner. He described the trail running in the Costa Blanca as, and particularly this region, as gnarly. Everything's super hard, even the plant life. And it's true. It's incredible, but super technical, super difficult. So yeah, sorry, back to the 10 Summits Charity Challenge. We set ourselves a target of €2,500, and I'm absolutely stoked, super happy, because we've actually achieved just over that target. So what we'll be doing once everybody at the centre has had their 2 COVID vaccines, and everybody that will go to the presentation has had their 2 COVID vaccines, we will organise a date to present a cheque, which is what it was all about, really, raising money for, you know, people that, you know, we've all struggled through this pandemic for one reason or another. But the guys that attend the centre, they're just so inspirational. They just get on with it day to day, always with a smile on their face, you know. So it's something that pulls at my heartstrings, to be honest with you. and I'm super happy that we were able to help in some way. So yeah, not sure when that'll be. Probably centre will close for the summer. It may well be after the summer, but we'll do it when we can. And then in the future, for me, in terms of challenges, I have Peñagolosa and Costa Blanca Trails, which are two races I can strongly recommend doing for our UK, for anybody based in the UK, or anywhere really. If you want to get over here and do some international races, they're incredible. Costa Blanca Trails is our local race, so we're a bit biased, but it is one of the best races in Spain. 4 distances, 5 distances, 20, 29, 46, 75 and 101. Here on the Costa Blanca, and it starts, well, the 29 kilometre above all start with the Puig Campana vertical kilometre. So just over 1,000 metres of climbing in 3.84 kilometres. Pretty challenging to begin with. Yeah, check it out. Costa Blanca Trails, it certainly is a fantastic race. So yeah, today we're just a little walk. As I said, 5 or 10k, well 10k, because I have to get back to the car. Bit of recovery, obviously. Some of you might know that I ended up in hospital after Everest. Nothing too serious, thankfully. At the time, we were a little bit unsure as to what was going on because I couldn't move my left leg. I couldn't pick it up. It was, you know, without any kind of forces, without any kind of power, without, well, I couldn't move it. So it turned out that I had a few discs herniated in my lumbar, so that was not a shock, I guess. Well, I guess it was. I didn't know I had them. Apparently the doctor thinks, a specialist thinks that it was an old injury, or an injury that I'd sustained previously, probably from doing work in the gym, that was aggravated by doing 3 retos challenges and 30,000 meters of elevation in May. Okay, so you know, you can see here the type of terrain you cover. Well, I hope you can. Pretty technical, pretty rocky, pretty hard. Now, I'm going to leave you now, but look at that. Look at that wall behind me. That's incredible. And look at that view. La Vila, Sierra Orcheta, the start of Castellets. Beautiful. Busot over in the distance. It's just miles and miles and miles of trail. And that's Puig Campana. Lots and lots of climbing on Puig Campana. Okay. See you later. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.